The frame has now been given its base coat glue. I'm just rubbing it back for another coat, then it will be rubbed back one more time and given a clear coat over the top. The tank has also been base coated, but I tend to leave that for an extra day or so just so it gets nice and hard. It just seems easier to get a flat surface when it's left a few more hours. The rear rack is very fiddly to get flat. It took several attempts to get the base coat right, and it's a right pain. The mudguards still have to be fitted, so they won't be painted until all the holes are drilled and the stays are located in the right position, so that will happen later. With the tank left an extra couple of hours and a Scotch-Brite pad, it doesn't take long to just crack the surface, give it a nice key for the clear coat. Of course, transfers and pinstripe has to go on before the clear coat, so a bit of time here is well worth the effort. This tank has very flat sides, so a bit of care just to produce that flat surface makes all the difference. And don't forget all those little nooks and crannies.
Now, time for the pinstripe. So, first wipe it down with a bit of panel wipe, pre-prep, whatever you call it, just to make sure that there's no dust to interfere with the backing of the pinstripe. Just make it bond better. Luckily with this pinstripe there's no tight corners or tight bends to pull it round. It's literally a nice sharp cut on each end, so pull the stripe down, get it nice and even along the bottom, and then trim to size, overlapping the pinstripe on the corners, and trim to length with a sharp razor blade. The pinstripe is sandwiched between a backing paper and a cellophane overcover. The backing paper comes off quite easily, but the cellophane overcover can be quite fiddly. I always leave a little bit overhanging just so I can fiddle with this without damaging the actual pinstripe connected to the tank. Don't be frightened to lift the tape if you're not happy with how straight it is. It's only when you push it right down hard that the actual pinstripe will bond to the tank. Here you can see the technique I use for cutting the tape. I rest the razor blade on the line to be cut and lift the tape into it. This reduces the risk of scratching the paintwork. Now the transfers. As you can see, I've put the tank into the frame so I can find the angle at which the badges should sit at. Happy enough with the position, I put a dot at each end so that I can locate the wings of the badge once the paper has slipped off. The paper is now wet enough, or the transfer is now wet enough to slide off the paper. It's a simple case of holding one end and sliding the paper out from underneath, and then gently squeegeeing out the water from under the transfer. This just left the neck transfer, which was done in exactly the same way. The surface was scuffed up ready for clear coat. Transfer was soaked in water and then placed on the neck, as you can see. Positioned and then squeegeed. That just leaves the frame to be scuffed up, ready for clear coat. Thanks for watching.